Okay, welcome back. We're in part two now of our attempt to. Our goal is to get to stripe 3 and then allow the engineers some time to clear a landing zone. Unfortunately, we just got stuck here in the first stripe. Ran into an RPG and a VCON RPG and a assault rifle guy, and they're taking cover. And we decided discretion was the better part of valor in both groups last turn. Instead of close combating, they both just opened fire at point blank, expended a good amount of grenades, and doesn't look like much to show for it. So this turn it looks like we are going to have to push through with the close combat. But since these guys are suppressed, that does help us too. So hopefully we can catch up here. So the first thing we want to do is roll for our activation. So let's get up our 3 dice in our dice roller here and see how many we get. Hopefully we get something. Okay, that's great. That's great. That is, actually, I just think that's 3 activations, which is pretty cool too. Let's just check this here. I think you got to roll. Yeah, got to get. Yeah, so 3 to 5. Got three activations, no bonus. I could burn 2 for a recon, but um, they're both suppressed. I used too many grenades. I think these guys. I'm tempted to change my groups here and put the LMGs together. Because let's look at the close combat effects here. You get a -1 if you get a unit with an LMG, because I guess that slows you down. Unit suppressed. So let's do a little mixing and matching here. Let's move the LMG guy and move one of these guys back over. I don't want to use grenades. I've used too many, but okay, so we got the LMGs doubled up in this guy with the suppress guy. And this is our group creation phase. So I'm going to send these guys in. And first I got to all do a morale check to see if they actually do close combat. And the rules there are, let's see if we can find that real quick, just so you can see it. Maybe use Henry. Close. Here we go. Don't have a BAP. This is a morale check first, but a leader's present. And they don't have an HMG or flamethrower. That's nice. So we get a +1 to our morale check, which is good. And again, I'm going to assume, looking at morale, I think it's here. Line have a morale of 3. So if I roll a 2 or higher on 1d6, and I got 4 units going in. So let's see what that looks like. Yeah, these are the 4 units. So hopefully I don't roll any 1s and they'll all go in. Then I can decide on grenades. Yep, one guy chickens out. I'll just say it's the 3rd guy down. Oh wait, I'm sorry, it's 1 roll. It's 1 roll for the whole group, so I'll just take that first die roll, which without the leader, they would not have done it. But because I have the leader, they are going in. So we're going to go down to the close combat rules here. Pull that up again. Let's see. Close combat coming up here. Yep, there we go. You spend 1 AP. The selected friendly group must undergo a morale check, which we did, and we got the +1. And even with that first 2, we're going in. All right, so now these guys are going in and attacking these guys. And you just combine your numbers here. You see how many modifiers you get and you add. So if we go through this, for the attacking units, nobody's suppressed. We ditched the LMG. Nobody's unarmed. We've got assault rifles, +1. And then we come up here. I don't know if I want to spend grenades, but we'll see. Defender only. They've got a cover modifier. Great. Not doing that. Not doing that. Not doing that. Not doing that. We have more units. We're +2. Okay, we're +2, but we could burn some grenades. I don't know who has. Oh, let's just hedge our bets and burn 2 grenades. I'll figure out who they come from later. So we got a +4. So we have a +4 to our die roll. Let's see what the VC have. Um, one BAP spent to initiate, no. Leader present in group, no. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one here. Unit is suppressed, yes, -1. That doesn't apply, not unarmed. They have a right, so the assault rifles make it back to 0. We have a unit with an assault rifle, 0. We burned our grenades, but we do have a cover modifier. Okay. I think that's a +1. And I think that's it. They only have a +1. Okay. So we have a the US has a +4. The Marines have a +4, and the other ones have a +1. So the first die is the Marines, and the second die is a VC. Let's see what we get. 10-5. We got a 2-1. Wow, nice rolling. 10-6. No, 10-6. Because they had a +1. I'm trying to figure this out. Okay. Well, yeah, 10-6, and that means we roll for total is not 2 times; it's just 1 time. 1d3. So I just 1 2 is a 1, 3 4 is a 2, and 5 6 is 3. Let's see what happens here. Roll high. Ooh, that's what we needed. Magic number. 6 divided by 2 is 3. They only had 2 left, so guess what? We have succeeded. We have succeeded in taking these guys out. So we still have 2 action points to go. So these guys can keep moving, and they're better. These guys are like support units now. They got LMGs and suppressed unit. So I'm going to move these guys. So now we've used 2 action points. Let's see what we run into here. 7. Ambush. Oh my gosh. Activate for any action this turn. Activation is over. So we got ambushed. Roll on patrol table in the army sheet. Place enemy units in the EM strike. We're in a jungle. The active group cannot perform any additional actions this turn, but we still have 1 AP with these guys. So these guys can like cut loose. I think that's what's going to happen here. They're not going to move. Well, let's see. I've used 2, so they're going to open fire on whatever we find here. So let's see what happens here. Let's go to, and we're on, it's patrol table, ambush. Patrol table, ambush. And I think there's rules around that too, but let's see what we get here. Let's make sure I did that right. 7, ambush. Okay. Roll on patrol table in the army sheet and place them in the stripe. Yeah, okay. So let's roll and see what happens. I got no modifiers for this one. Man, these guys are just having trouble the whole time. Okay, this is patrol table. Should have gotten some recon. 1. Well, that's not bad. It's in the same one though. So it's another one with an assault rifle. So that's manageable actually. Let's see what we did. Assault rifle, AK-47. We did alpha. So let's do the Bravo dude. And he's hidden. Oh, that's bad news because these guys can't fire at him. And they can't move forward anymore. Wow, this is a bummer. Yeah, because this guy's hidden, he's probably going to reveal himself in response. But we can't fire at him. He's hidden. I think I got that right. Hidden. Yep. So we're kind of stuck there. And these guys aren't advancing either. So now we got 1 more point. We can't use it for him because they've been ambushed. But what I could do is I guess we could pull this guy up here, but it's one guy with an assault rifle. I don't know. I mean, I've got to use it for this. He's suppressed, but there's no leader, so I can't rally him. Can't do a bonus action point, so what the heck? Let's just charge into. We can change our groups next turn. Let's do this. They're just going for it. Oops. Let's get this straight. Yeah, we're just going to go for it. And that's it. The NPC is still there. So we have one or less units. We are going to roll for enemy presence, though, too. That's if we roll a 6, that means even more enemy units pop up. So let's see what happens now. Let's see if there's any more. Nope. Okay, so it's just this one guy in the assault rifle. And we need to figure out now what he's going to do. So go back here. And we're on the enemy activation table. And if the activated group contains suppressed units and rally, otherwise attack nearest target group. Well, it's one of those two, so we're going to roll for which group. It's going to lose its hidden status. 3, smaller group. This guy didn't advance because there's bad actors here. And so they're both the same size, so I'm just going to do even odd. So it's first group, and then we roll which unit in the first group. Bottom guy. So I think that means he's attacking D. Good enough. Really, they're all the same. Well, there was a leader, but he's going to go for D. And if he's an assault rifle, that means he's at 2 at range 0. So if he gets lucky, let's see, we got a jungle here, so I'm a 7. So let's see. +2. Oh boy. Now we got another hurt unit. This is not boding well for us. Wow. But he's not, I don't think it really matters which one it is. Looks like C is the bottom guy. So now he's suppressed. We may have to pause to get these guys back here, and then this guy is not hidden anymore. And that's the end of the turn. So let's go to the turn track again. We're down to turn 9. All right, let's see, we're good, 13 minutes. We're going to do some more here. Let's roll for action points. Let's pick the pace up here. So we're going to roll for our action points and see what we get. Probably, oh, that hurts. 1. We're going to have to do a close combat. That's the only, I mean, I guess it could open fire. Oh, I didn't remove the 2 grenades either. I got to do that. Let me do that real quick. All right, got the grenades down. Don't have very many left. I'm going to take the F unit. This is group Razzle Dazzle right now. And take the C unit and move them over here. This isn't wise, but I'm going to have to recover these guys. But at least here's our close combat. So we're going to do another close combat. Don't really know how many grenades are left in this group. After that Razzle Dazzle here, let's check that real quick. 2 grenades are left in this group. Okay. 2 grenades. I don't know if I'll use it here. Yep, so these guys are going to go. We got a +1. So if we roll anything but a 1, they will go ahead and charge in. So let's see if that works. That may not work, though. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're going in. We're going to close combat this guy. So let's run the numbers here. Okay, this time the unit's not suppressed yet. We don't have this. We have a +1 for the assault rifle. we got 2 grenades left. We could use them. Let's see what we end up with. We have +2. We just have a +2 on this guy. We only got 2 grenades left. Let's burn one of them. We're going to do a +3. And then our bad guy, he actually has a +1 because he has an assault rifle. I think that's the only thing. Wow, we got a +3, he's got a +1. Well, here we go. Let's see. What happens? Marines are the first one. +3, +1 roll. Oh my, this is like going south here. We got a tie. We have a tie. So let's see what it says about close combat. In case of a tie, both groups immediately suffer 1 suppressed randomly. And that's the end of the phase for everybody. And we burned a grenade. We should have burned the other grenade. Holy smoke. Okay, one of these people is suppressed. All of our units are getting hurt too. Let's see. Let's see who's suppressed. This is not going well. It's not going well at all. 2. Second unit down, and of course the second unit down is our leader. Oh gosh. And we're still stuck in combat with this guy. And we're in melee, so we're stuck. We're engaged. Let me do it this way. Oh, he's not the second unit down. This guy is. Okay. And we got to burn 1 grenade. Should have burned both of them. We'll take it from this guy. Okay, we only got 1 grenade left in this group. That's the end of the turn. Well, no, it isn't. We got an enemy presence check. Let's do that real quick. 6 and the enemy's there. Well, that's a relief. And then we see what this guy does. But he's locked in close combat. And he can't get out of it. So I think let's see, he got a 3. Target is a range attack near us, otherwise cover. Let me check that. Okay, reading this, it looks like they're going to return the effect at a disadvantage. Well, it says they don't they're engaged, and they're going to attack. So I'm going to interpret this as they're going to close combat back, which is kind of suicidal. But when activated, an engaged group can only execute a close combat attack, skipping the morale check. So they're going to attack back. And they're actually going to get, well, we're just going to do it. They get -1, they're suppressed, +1, they've got an assault rifle. So the VC have a flat 0 roll, while the Marines have a +1 for rifle. We're not going to burn any grenades because we're not attacking. But we have more units. So we have a +2 and they don't. They don't have anything. So let's see what happens. This time the VC is the first dice roll because they're attacking. The VC roll a 2, but we get a 3. So that's 1d3. And actually that does 6. This one will die then. Because it doesn't matter what I roll. Divide by 2. It's still 1. I'm suppressed. I'm dead. So if I did that right, that's it. We're there. Okay, so our problem though is we've got 2 suppressed units over here and a suppressed unit there. These guys, I'm going to have to spend time recovering. So let's do the turn track here. That was an interesting turn. Now we're at turn 8. And we're really low on grenades. So let's see. The first thing we're going to do is roll for activation. Okay, I want to do this in the right order, and it does say that you have to do your group mix and match first. So I need to get these units back. So I'm going to put this guy here, and then I'm going to put this guy's okay. Well, this guy, let's put this guy here. So I've got my 3 suppressed units, and I've got to put the leader with them. So now I'm going to do this. This is an interesting combo. Now what I'm probably going to do, so I got a group to advance, and these guys can advance. So these guys, if they get unsuppressed, we're in good shape. So what we're going to look at after that is we're going to roll for the dice, roll the activation dice here. And what looks good for us here is to do friendly unit activation. Let's look at move, take cover, fire, overwatch, flank. Let's look at this here. Recovery. You can roll for the recovery of any suppressed unit in the selected group. Cost 1 AP if the leader is in the group, 1 BAP if leader has no group. So that's why we did this now. So all I have to do is spend 1 activation point, and all of these can roll. So we'll see if they recover here, and we'll see that. Okay, looking at recovery, got to roll 1d6, and there's no real modifiers. Well, a 3 or better present, or by spending 1 bonus action point. We're not veteran units, so we don't get a +1. So, yep, this is what we got, a 3 or better. So let's go ahead and find out now how many activation points we get. Ooh, that'd be nice. We get 2. Well, we get 1 and a bonus. So we're going to use 1 for recovery, and we got 3 units. So what we're going to do is roll 3 more die, and anything but a 1 or 2, and they recover. Nice, nice. Everybody recovers. So they can probably advance. They may be my advancing group, actually. So we got, let's see, we go back here. Yeah, if I read it right, we got 1 more. So we are actually, now with this awesome group, they're going to go 1 into another rice paddy, and they can't attack, and that's all our points here, and we're almost there. Let's see what this is. It's a 9. That doesn't seem promising. Let's see what a 9 does. Farmers. Place 1 civilian marker on the map. Okay, hold that. Okay, so we have a civilian marker. I'm just gonna, I can't clone this, hold on. Let's do C for civilian. And it goes here. Okay, so that was our 2 activation points. And at the end of our activation phase, now this guy will advance 1. Because this isn't considered an enemy. Well, because we've revealed the event marker and there's no enemy here. So we're good there. But we have to roll on enemy presence. And if we don't roll a 6, that's the end of the turn. Nope, we don't roll a 6. So again, we go to the next turn. We're down to turn 7. Okay, and let's see. Can't do any mixing and matching of my groups now. They're not on the same stripe. So what we're going to do now is roll for our activation. I can't roll better than that. That's 3. Don't really know what to do with this civilian here. Unit in the same stripe as someone can attempt to carry it. There's 1 AP. Roll 1 die and consult the civilian interrogation term. So I don't know if I really want to waste an AP for that. First AP I'm going to do is this. I mean, I'm doing it again. I'm splitting up my squad, but I want to see what's here. I want to see if we're okay here. So we go there. That's 1. And it's a 3. Patrol table. Straight patrol table roll. Okay, let's see what happens there. Viet Cong. We don't. If I'd done 2, I would have had a recon point, but I'm saving it. So let's see what we get. Ouch. Oh, for Pete's sake. On event marker stripe. Dang it. We ran into the same thing we had before here. You know, but the cool thing is, I can go after him. I just expended 1 AP. So I may be able to go after him. I don't have my LMGs here. But I could move the LMG up and fire. Or these guys could all fire. And I've got the leader here. Alright, so it's... I'm just going to reuse these. Yeah, it was an RPG and an assault rifle guy. So let's see. He's got 1 grenade. And they're not suppressed. Now, since I have 2 more APs this time, I can do something in response. Why is this guy the leader? Let's do this guy. And let's give him 1G. Alright, so I got 2 APs. I think maybe I could fire point blank and then melee. Let me make sure about that. Okay, I'm going to fire. Then I'm going to move this guy up. Well, let's fire and see what happens. And the way I'm going to fire is one of these guys has a grenade. So they all have 2 combat factors, and the guy with the grenade has a 4. So I'm going to have the 4 guy and one of the 2 guys go after the RPG dude, because he's got an area combat. He can affect more units. So with that designation, I got 2 dice. Okay. So the first number is my guy chucking the last grenade, so he's got a 4. I'm going to add 4 to that. Second number is a 2 because we're assault rifles at point blank. So let's see what we get here. Or against the RPG. Nicely done. 5 and 2 is 7. And the and that's 7. The TN is 6. Overkill with the other guy. The RPG unit is eliminated. Okay, so I think that was right. Yeah, it doesn't matter where I add the number. I've got a 9 and a 7, and his TN is 6. Plus 1 is 7. So we got him. And now we got 2 dice with plus 2 against the guy with the grenade. Okay, so he is at least suppressed. Now I got 1 AP left, so let me see. Alright, discretion is a better part of valor. This guy's going to move up. That was our last AP, and then of course causes this guy to move up. Because the event markers, and there's no, enemy units. We don't know what the civilians are. And we haven't wasted an AP yet to interrogate them. But we are actually on our target hex here. That's what's important. So now we go to the enemy presence check and see if anybody else appears on a 6. We don't get the plus 1 until the engineer gets here. So we're not there yet. So let's see what happens. Nope. Okay, that's good. And then we've got this guy all by his lonesome. My guess is he's going to fire. He's not going to close combat, but he may try to rally actually. So let's look at the enemy chart for that. Yeah, we're on the enemy activation table. Let's see what happens. 5. If target group at range 1 or 0, advance, then close combat. Otherwise, cover and attack. Okay, that's good for him. He gets the cover modifier at least. That makes sense. Then he's going to attack. Now, he gets 2 combat factors, point blank assault rifle, but his suppressive goes down to 1. But if he rolls a 6, he does hurt one of our units, so we're going to let him do that. Let's see if he rolls a 6. I'll worry about which one later. He doesn't roll a 6, so that's the end of the turn. Okay. Let's go to the turn track and see where we're at. Let's go to the turn track. There we go. Okay, we're actually almost at the halfway point. And the good news is at least we're on the target hex. Now we just need to get the engineers in there and push them forward enough and see what victory is here. Okay, looking here, we need 3 victory points. So, yeah, I'm going to stop 31 minutes. Wow. We won a few turns there because a 1 or 2 we don't get any victory points. 3 to 5 we get 1 victory point, and a 6 we get 2. So in some sense it's a roll of the die. Along with that, we need to clear this hex too. -1 DRM if enemies are adjacent to strike 3. Yeah, we need to clear strike 2. So yeah, we're not quite out of the woods here. I think we'll be able to handle this unit next turn. And then this guy will move up. And we may interrogate the civilians, but that could be risky too. So we're kind of in good shape. So we'll see what happens. So we're at a good break point here. Almost halfway. They've made it to the designated LZ space. And hopefully next turn this unit will be dealt with and the engineers will be able to advance there. And then the following turn start rolling for objective points. So things are looking still okay. Good place to stop, so we'll see you at the next recording. Thanks for watching.